So, what even is a black hole? Well, a black hole is a natural phenomenon that occurs when a large mass of energy, such as a supernova or a star, collapses, forming a large suction of energy, like it just comes in together in piles. And they are something that most people don't fully understand, and I don't blame them. So, why should people even want to know about black holes and how they work? Well, as I said before, they are a phenomenon and they are barely even known. As I said, they're barely understood. And the overall effects that they can cause for our planet and our whole solar system is terrifying. And so, as I had said before, black holes are a natural phenomenon that occurs in space due to a collision of supernova or something larger than that. Sometimes it can be a collision, sometimes it can be an explosion. Depends on the circumstance. And so, a supernova is a star that suddenly increases with a large amount of brightness and energy because of a catastrophic explosion that ejects most of its mass. So basically, it's throwing up all the mass. And so then basically, in a nutshell, a black hole is the complete explosion compared to a supernova that is most of the explosion. So, how many black holes have there even been, located or spotted in the solar system? So, black holes in general, since they're a black hole and no light can escape, they're not technically, seen, but they can be spotted. And so, according to the NASA site, nasa.gov, judging from the number of stars large enough to produce such black holes, however, scientists estimate that there are as many as 10 million to a billion such black holes in the Milky Way alone. Now, that seems like a lot. That's a lot. That's a huge number. But then you think about it, when you look up in the night sky, you see how many stars are up there. That's barely anything compared to how many stars we have. And these black holes, luckily, have not made it into, our little cluster from, Mercury all the way to Pluto. Although Pluto technically isn't a planet, but that little cluster in general. And so, black holes are usually made due to a large amount of energy being compressed, either it being exploded or collided. As I've said before, just a different causes, different situation. And so, a quote given again by the nasa.gov site, a supermassive black hole contains the mass of millions to billions of suns compressed within a region smaller than our solar system. The black hole in MCG 63015, over 100 million light years from Earth, has the mass of about 100 million suns. Now to put that into perspective for the size, it's 109 Earths can go across the center diameter of the sun. And so, if you were to think about the mass of this many suns put into one small area, that's insane. And so, in general, black holes tend to take a very long time to disappear. Assuming a black hole is dormant, not accumulating any more matter, it's possible to calculate how long it would take one to evaporate. For a one solar mass black hole, the answer is staggering. 1,067 years, or more than 1 million times longer than the whole history of the universe to date. And this was given by the astronomy.com site by the author of David J. Eicher. So, black holes, as I've said before, could cause a lot of damage to our solar system. If the Earth were sucked into a black hole, humanity would be just doomed. It would, Earth would never be able to escape because of the pull of the gravity. The planet would decrease by 4.13 times 10 to the negative 16th power of the original. And if you're to put this into perspective, it'd be the size of a golf ball. And so, with this, black holes, since they have that strong of a pull, they can even warp time. Within a black hole, time twists even more. In fact, when we say you can't avoid falling into the singularity, it isn't just because of the intense gravity or space warping. Rather, time within a black hole warps to such a degree that the singularity literally lies in your future. Trying to prevent reaching the singularity would be like attempting to halt time. And this was quoted by the HowScienceWorks.com site by the author of Nicholas Gervais. In conclusion, black holes are a phenomenon and effect of a star or large mass of energy exploding, colliding, that type of scenario. They basically are replacing, like that amount of gravity is replacing the amount of energy and mass that has been lost. The general public should at least know a little bit about these phenomena due to the tremendous effects they could have. So, my call of action for you, go read a thing or two about black holes. And maybe you'll see as to why people are so interested in them and why myself as a person am even interested in them.